What's up, guys? I'm Justin Swanstrom. I just woke up. We are almost up to Denton, North Carolina, TKM shop. We got to go ahead, give them the fuel tanks to Twisted Tea so they can get it dynoed today, because we will be picking the car back up this afternoon later on tonight so we can head down to South Georgia Motorsports Park. We got the old tow rig out here. Big Nasty, she's out here already warming up, getting everything situated because it is cold right here. And I don't understand why. Every time I come up here, I know it's going to be cold, but I don't bring clothes. So I'm literally in gym shorts, some flip-flops, and a white t-shirt. But it's cold as hell up here, so I'm about to jump inside the truck and let's go ahead and head on up to TKM. We're about 2 hours out right now. We are back over here at TKM. You can see we drove all the way up here. You got the work truck behind us. At the end of the day, she's still a truck. She drove 690 miles. She's gonna go ahead and pull that trailer because we are about to dyno this car, and then we're loading up and we're heading to South Georgia Motorsports Park. You can hear Twisted Tea up inside there. We got all the injectors fixed. We got the fuel tank cleaned out, all the fuel lines. Thank you to Kevin and the boys here at TKM. They got me all situated. They got it fired up. It's sounding awesome. Let's see what numbers she can put down so we can load this bad boy up, head on down to South Georgia Motorsports Park, and lay us down a series number. All right, guys, so I step out of the shop so I could talk to y'all because it's kind of loud in there. You can actually hear the fan and the vacuum going on right now. That is one thing that we will be picked up. We will have picked up before we hit the South Georgia Motorsports Park is a couple fans and a vacuum cleaner to be able to set on the valve cover, suck it out. First pull was in first gear only. It made like 630 horsepower. Second pull, he went ahead and just pushed it a little bit farther, got up, and I think it showed over there 4,900 RPMs or 5,900 RPMs, made like 840, 850. So we're gonna go ahead, make some more pulls, just try to get a little bit farther, a little bit better. He's getting the fuel all cleaned up. He's helping us out tremendously. I'm excited to see what this thing puts out, and I'm actually liking the way it sounds. Now we got all 8 cylinders firing and everything's working. Kevin's over there working the keyboard. Me and Sam, we're just out here bullshitting, having some fun, giving my man some company. And I'm just telling you guys, I think this thing is going to be our ticket to be able to go to the racetrack, have fun, and really put down a number. So I'm excited I come up here to be able to put this thing on a dyno, and I'm happy that Kevin and them are helping me out. But I had to come out here because I need to get a jacket. It's too damn cold here. So got me my old Carhartt jacket, throw that thing on real quick, go back up in the shop, and let's make our third pull.
So Justin's upset because he says I don't make no facial expressions. You know what he said? What is it? Just another day in the office, bro.
He just like, let's go ahead and do it again.
Well,
I'm over here waiting for something to happen. You're over there with your ears plugged. He's just over there. No big deal.
day in the office. It's still got a tip on it. I mean, honestly, it could probably stand a little more timing. I'm sure it could take more fuel out, but
We'll do that while making passes.
yeah, we'll keep this deal safe.
All right, because we already established that I don't know a whole lot about this setup. So you go ahead and, that's hot. Let them know what combination this is, what's all inside it, where they can get it at, and roughly how much for this budget build.
Yep. Okay, so what we do now is a lot of short block stuff as far as package is concerned. We're working on the long block package prices, and honestly, that's coming really quick. But this deal here, through John and you talking back and forth, we decided you wanted a deal to make around 1,000 horsepower. You want to take it on your channel and do your thing. So go to local test and tunes. Track ain't gotta be perfect. Just go and have fun, get content for your show. So doing that, we thought, well, hell, you know, our stage one deal would be perfect. So doing that, our stage one short block, that's all machine work done, stock block, K1 crank, K1 rods. We sell that deal for $5,000. So you can upgrade the rods to a boost line rod. You can upgrade to a 1/2-inch head studs. You can upgrade to top fuel hoops. This one has that. So the top fuel hoops, 1/2-inch head studs obviously give you a little more cushion. What this motor here, I'm pretty sure these heads come out of John gave them. He brought them up here. I don't know how.
Probably went out of a junkyard.
I'm sure. I mean, I think there's video of John dropping it off here, and they look just like they come out of the junkyard. They for real good. But all in all, you know, truthfully, this thing just has like a 660 spring kit in it.
Okay.
As far as valve springs, it's stock valves. You know, we just done a nice valve job, tricked them up a little bit, done a little mild cleanup on them, and like I said, hooped them, 1/2-inch head stud them, rock and roll.
So this is your stage one, like
this is
base budget build.
Yes, this is your entry level stage one deal.
Makes like 1,000 horsepower.
I mean, we rate them 1,000. Obviously, you can go more.
We just went more.
We just made 1,100, and
Kevin's scared to turn it up, guys.
no, I'm not scared. I just know, you know, what you built this thing for, and if you want more, we can do that. That just turns into stage 2 or stage 3.
Okay.
So
this is stock rocker deal with training upgrades and stuff. You know, just super common entry level stuff.
but you know, stuff. Honestly, it works good. Honestly, I mean, as long as you don't.
I'm happy. Well, we got all 8 now, so we're a little better. We're gonna have more. We're gonna have a better time at the racetrack.
Yeah.
We got the fuel fix.
Yeah. Fuel system's all clean now. The
Profab made a new set.
New tank.
Profab knocked this thing out the park. You know, Sammy said the thing went killer. So we got all this back on. Jack got your injectors cleaned up.
Yep.
We bolted this thing back together, and within a few pulls here, your data looks nice and right. Versus,
And we made 1,100 plus horsepower. We're good.
So, you know, now we can just go to the track and build from there.
So where does stage 2 start? Like,
Stage 2 is essentially, it's parts similar to this, except it'll have a boost line rod that's standard. Right?
Okay.
You'll have a dart block, dart next block, and iron block. Custom pistons. The stage 2 is actually a 427 as well, where this is a 408.
yep.
So it's better parts, of course, aftermarket block. And then as far as the stage 2 long block, there's going to be different options if that's concerned, because there's so many different manufacturers of cylinder heads. We use a lot of Frankenstein, some mass stuff. There's just so many options. It's really hard to do a complete top-end package that everybody would want. Like I said, we're working with Frankenstein a lot, and we're pretty happy with their heads so far. They look real good. Not saying they ain't better heads. I'm not saying, you know, nothing like that, but certainly a good package.
What kind of horsepower ratings do you get from going to stage 2?
Stage 2. Stage 2, you know, 1,700 horsepower. It'll live, you know, pretty reliable at that.
How many runs do you think you can get out of this if you're safe?
Like right now, man, I don't know. Probably a shit ton. I mean, seriously. Really depends on, you know, drag racing and the number of runs depending upon the shit happens factor. Shit happens meaning you're drag racing, all right?
Yeah.
So let's just say an injector was to half-ass, not go out, but half-ass work. All of a sudden, you're gonna get half the amount of fuel in this hole, and you're gonna burn it up. That's shit happens. You know, racing. That's just part of it. So, assuming nothing happens to it, I'd say you can beat on this thing at this horsepower for a long ass time.
So we'll run it for a little while, and then we'll end up getting rid of it, and we're going to upgrade. I was just already talking with Kevin. We're going to upgrade to the stage 2. Might possibly, what is it, stage 3? Is it stop at stage 3? Where do we go past that?
Stops.
So do we go to so what's Ziff's motor? That's like stage 7.
What would you say, Sam? What's Sam's day?
You got me.
Stage 11 and a half. That's the foot long.
Stage rods every 25 runs.
Yeah.
That is.
You know, and it just really depends on what you're trying to race, what you're trying to do. You know, if you're trying to run radio versus the world, you know, it's a whole different deal. You know, you're gonna run the radio versus the world with this.
Yeah.
You are.
Class filler. All right, guys. So we made our last pull of the night. Kevin insisted that we go to the racetrack. We keep messing with it while we're at the track. We can go faster, give it more boost, give it more timing, play around with it. No reason to do it right here. He's just got his base setup going. It's nice and smooth. The graph looks smooth. The last pull, it just made over 1,100 horsepower. Surely we can make a lot more here, but we're gonna go ahead and load her up into the trailer, take her to South Georgia Motorsports Park, make a few hits down there, see if we can progress and do better. We got 2 grudge races tomorrow night against Project X. It's a little Chevy 2. We'll see how that goes. Might go out and get my ass beat. Might pull off a lucky win. But I'm going to have Kevin on Team Viewer. He's going to help out throughout the weekend. Me, Big Country, we're going to be down there. We're going to be playing around. I got to stop and grab I left the vacuum cleaner at the house, so I'll stop and grab me one of those, give me some fans and stuff so we can make sure we keep everything cooled down. Learning a lot of stuff, real fast, and already thinking about going to the stage 2 motor, but I want to run this thing for a little bit, learn a little more. I can beat on this thing, play around with it. The other one's a little bit more expensive and got to be a little bit more careful with it. So we're going to run this thing for a while, play around with it, and then we'll end up upgrading. But this car here is staying for the channel. I know y'all seen in the previous videos and y'all seen on the internet that I'm trying to sell Midnight right now, which I am. Just need to get that car out of the way. We got the Lexus to work with, and we got Twisted Tea right here, and we will be keeping both those cars for the channel, and we'll keep upgrading those 2 cars. All right, guys, so the shop is cleaned up. It's cleared up right now. You can see the car is loaded inside the trailer. We're gonna go in there, we're gonna wash our hands real quick, and then I have a journey to drive all night. It is 9 hours from here to South Georgia Motorsports Park. Try to get there early in the morning. I think there's 2, maybe 3 rounds of qualifying tomorrow. We're gonna try to make some hits with Twisted Tea. We already seen he's got the dyno numbers. We could have went more dyno runs. We could have made more dyno runs and made it more horsepower, but like Kevin said, it's just easier. It's going to be better to tune it at the racetrack, and I agree with that too. So we're going to load up, we're going to head to the racetrack, and I'm going to see y'all at the next video. We will be at South Georgia Motorsports Park. We'll be running this thing, and we're going to see what kind of number she can put down.